Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First down, Vikings.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 5. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. First carry now for Alexander Mattison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw here.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now back to throw. There's Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A try here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up. And it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Vikings 7, Seahawks 0.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The Seahawks at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
No ball, no ball.
Smith on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Geno. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
Short throw to Dissly.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. This complete to puts it on the carpet. It's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they start fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
He goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Back to throw now on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers. And ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. They're going to look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with great starting field position and one time out of their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Play action. It's Smith. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1.
He's going to let this go for the end zone.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll throw now on the final play.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Vikings will extend their lead on a final play of the half. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 42.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. They'll get this underneath to Madison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On the give, this is Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
On the handoff, it's Akers. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Akers is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
3 quarters in the books. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Cam Akers
From 3 yards out.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. Smith throwing again. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings 37-yard line.
Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith.
He wants it all for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Geno is going to get this complete to Walker.
Calling a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
13.
Smith now to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the red zone now, Smith. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Geno. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
from 21 yards away.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Here's Smith.
It's complete. And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
80 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
The 37-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. He was close to filling with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten.
He's got a man complete.